We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this.
And what this is from Hell's Kitchen, it is the pepper pastry. I find this nomenclature kind of confusing because this is obviously not a pastry. It's a sauce. It's a sauce. It's a blueberry maple habanero sauce, in fact. And what do we got here? Okay, so this is saying smoothie, chicken, steak, pork, ice cream, and then of course it says put it on everything. I really kind of wish sauce makers would stop doing that. Not every sauce is going to work there. All right, so the ingredients here we have fatales. So in the written review I talk about this a little bit. I'm really undecided about fatales. Followed by habanero, water, pears, maple syrup, orange juice, white vinegar, pineapple, blueberries, lemons, salt, garlic powder, ginger, and cinnamon. So a very, very healthy amount of ingredients in this thing. You can see it is really, really watery. Which for this style of sauce is kind of odd. I would have expected it to be a little bit more on the thick side, but you can see it definitely pours in a runny way. And I am not 100% sure what they were trying to get with this sauce here. There is blueberry and lemon I think go together pretty well. There was a place in my area that made lemon pancakes and they had a blueberry syrup that would go with it. And regular syrup was also excellent on it as well. A lot of traction there. So we got maple syrup, we've got the fatales, we got the habaneros, pear and orange juice. The citrus actually I don't think shows up a lot. Same with the garlic, ginger, and cinnamon. I'm not getting a lot of that when I eat this sauce. But you can see I would say this color is definitely leaning more towards the mapley side of things. There's little particulates and so on in there. Nothing wrong with the appearance of this sauce as far as that goes. I don't know that I would never put this on a steak because it's just too watery. And I think that is, for me, kind of the main problem with this sauce. As far as everything else, including taste, I actually find this to be quite a enjoyable thing. So let's just get on into it. Right away I get the maple, a little bit of habaneros. I do like what they did with the fatales here, where they've dialed down some of the aspects of that pepper. It is still, you get the charge of a bitter super hot really quickly with this. And with the main ingredient of fatales, that doesn't surprise me much. And that's kind of one of the issues I have with that pepper. It tends to be a little bit more towards the parts of the scorpions I don't like. The bitter, it's not as floral as the scorpions, but it does have some of that aspect. So fatale, I'm not super high on fatales. I'm just not. So, but anyway, in this setting, I'm going to keep going with fatale sauces for a while, though, because I could be missing something, possibly, but they're not high on my list right now. But definitely, this is an excellent sauce. I like this quite a bit. A little bit of a back end of blueberry. I wish the blueberry was actually a little bit more forward here, but for me, the maple, the blueberry, and the lemon kind of together with the peppers is definitely the delight here. And I wish I wouldn't have made it so runny. I'm not My assumption is, so this is supposed to be a 2-pepper sauce, or 4 maybe? I don't know. They call it medium, and I mean that's probably fair. That's probably fair, and I think that's what they were doing, is diluting it to try to get whatever heat level they wanted out of it. But I would have preferred more of a concentrated, somewhat bolder flavor than, especially texture-wise. Okay, so we got breakfast. We've got some nice overeasy eggs here. We've got some sausage rounds, and we got some pancakes. Because blueberry and you put maple in there, and for me, it's gonna have to go on breakfast at some point. Oh boy, just pour a bunch on there. Maybe I'll just use half the bottle for this video, huh? All right. If you are going to make it that runny, and I get why they didn't put a restrictor cap on this, but I kind of wish they would have. Which is a strange thing, because usually I don't like those. But this one I mean, you saw when it poured there. It pours really funky. If there is a better way of doing those eggs this time that I did that, if there's a better way of doing eggs, I don't know it. These are flawless. It's good, but it's not standing up particularly well against some of these stronger flavors. Getting a little bit of the vanishing act. Yes, indeed. Not going to confuse anyone with a master chef, but sometimes I have my days. All right, let's get back into this. It's frustrating because so much of what I want here is getting lost. I love maple syrup in certain settings, but I always like it to be part of the overall composite flavor. I don't want it just to be. I mean, I don't like that scene in Super Troopers, right, where they're guzzling maple syrup. Nope. I'm like the other person I was saying. I wish they'd find something else to chug, because I just want a little bit of the shit on my pancakes and bacon. My pancakes and bacon, and my eggs, and my sausage, and my ham. I probably should have just went to IHOP, where they give you gallons of this shit at your table. The sauce is, it's a good sauce. I like it. This is the first thing from Hell's Kitchen I've had where I was about to say without reservation. That's not true. But I will say I like it quite a bit. I actually like it. Get a bite with everything here. It's good here. I just wish there was, like, the heat is perfect for this. I just wish there was more maple flavor. Definitely more blueberry. And I could use I think those two. With that, keeping the peppers pretty much where they're at, throwing that in there, that'd be ideal.
Awesome.
Running out of space here. Show you why. Because I can't have a sauce calling itself a pepper pastry without some actual pastry. So I went over to La France Patisserie and I got this croissant Danish. Look at the size of this thing. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Absolutely flawless. Wonderful butter croissant. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit sugary out of the crust. Holy moly. I mean, I love shooting these. I love sitting and have lunch with you guys, come up with different stuff for sauces. But I might like this. This might be one of my favorite reviews to film just because of this. This is stunning. What I'm trying to do right now is to get a baseline of this cream with the croissant before I add the sauce to it. This is one of the best Danishes I've ever had. The bakery, the patisserie itself, is one of my favorite places to. It's right by the grocery store where I go, and I used to love going there after shopping and just kind of whack through what they had on special or just in the display cases. You know, it was always so gorgeous. And then something happened with the owner. I don't think it was a pandemic, but something else. And I think his staff wound up buying the place. And man, it's an upgrade because everything in those counters, I could have taken one of each. They were all this beautiful. So now we have a cancellation. What am I getting here? We have a cancellation of some of the sweeter elements. So I'm getting peppers and salt, garlic a little bit. Little dashes of heat. Wow. That is really interesting. They used to have palmiers, which is what I wanted. But having one of the best Danishes I've ever had in my life, it more than makes up for it. And the croissants they had there were huge. This bag, that croissant was about the size of this bag. Beautiful. It's wonderful golden brown color to it. Inside is perfectly layered. It's flaky. The outside has got this nice little bit of crunch to it. Perfection. I don't know how I would have the sauce on it again because it was so good without it. But that was interesting. So, I also got a tart, a fruit tart. Because, you know, when in Rome, I wanted to see what happened if I put this on something with blueberries. We got raspberries, we got, what's this, mango? What is that? Cantaloupe, maybe? Let's see. Oh. Oh. It's cantaloupe, but it's sour. Oh, I like that. I wonder if I should take this. Take this out of here. Okay.
Back to the plates. Take that out of there. And that goes away. Okay.
You call your sauce a pastry, pepper pastry, and it has to go on a pastry at some point. It has to. We got blueberries. Let me show you this. We got blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. I threw out the cantaloupe because it wasn't ripe. That was sour, actually. I didn't like that. I'm not sure about this crust. It looks like we have chocolate. Here's a cross section. You got chocolate there at the very bottom. You got this cream. This one's a strawberry. And I don't know what crust this is. Is this graham crackers? I don't know. I can't tell what this crust is. It feels graham crackery, but with the chocolate in there, it adds a different dynamic to it. Oh wow! This on blueberries, excellent. What's the cream? Is good. All right. Blackberries are a touch too sour for this. Oh, we got raspberries too. Uh oh, falling apart here. Damn it. Wow. Absolutely delicious on raspberries. The crust I'm going to have to punt on here, though. It's a little too heavy. With the chocolate and so on. It's good. It's just overbearingly sweet. Oh. This sauce, let's try the sauce off. Chocolate. What the hell? Oh. No. That was no good. Alright, we'll just stick with the custard and the berries here. I don't think it works very well in strawberry. Well, you know, strawberries are hard to gauge. Because if they're not sweet, they are one of those. If you have fruit, it's got to be sweet, because that's the expectation.
Okay.
I know that people sometimes like sour fruit, but for sauces, you already are almost always going to have vinegar. Adding sourness with the fruit, to me, just takes that too far. Oh, and what the hell am I doing now? Man, how much am I going to eat this video? But you know what? It said ice cream. It said ice cream on this bottle. On this bottle. We all saw it. We all saw it. We all saw it. Said ice cream. Said ice cream. So yeah, we gotta. I'm gonna dial it back though. Or I might have to take a nap as soon as I get done filming. I might have to take a nap anyway. All right. Throw it right in there with the tart and the egg yolk and the whatever else is in there, sausage particles. Fuck it, we'll throw it all in there. And I'll mix it up in the same anyway. My grandma used to not let us have additional plates for dessert. Very rarely. And that's what she said. She said I'll wind up in the same place anyway. Come out the same way, right? Most of the time. Anyway. What she said made sense because, I mean, what do you want to dirty up a whole bunch of dishes for? And I like how the remnants interact with desserts. That just might be a me thing, but I actually like that. Sometimes you get these little bits of salty flavor notes in there. It can be quite good. I don't shy away from that. I don't like to have a whole bunch of stuff and then just throw dessert on top of it. Like I like to have it. Well, you see it. I like to have all the big chunky stuff out the way, and whatever is left on this surface, like it's ready to go in the dishwasher, and then I'll just throw something on top and be fine there. That's what I like. I should talk about this on ice cream. I like it. It's interesting. It's good. It's good. This is overall a pretty flexible sauce. Or it would be more flexible. See, that's why it's a shame it's so runny. You know, because without the watery nature of it, are you going to pour water on a pizza? Probably not. Realistically, if you weren't shooting a video for the YouTubes, would you be pouring it on a Danish? Not that Danish. Not likely. But would you put something like a syrup on there? Yeah, maybe. This is good. It interacts really well with the ice cream here. I like this. See, that's why I haven't shut the door on fatalities yet, because I just can't quite tell. I am getting a bit of a heat charge going here, though. You know, probably use probably 3/4 of this bottle. Just playing around with it. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this sauce quite a bit. And I'm out of space. Let's get that over there. All right. Okay, so a lot going on in this sauce. Cinnamon is happily not reading. Ginger is not really either. The garlic and the salt will come out depending on what you put it on. The citrus here, lemon and orange, don't stand by themselves. They have a sort of a general citrusy vibe. What else we got here? Vinegar. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting there's pineapple in this. Pineapple must be pineapple juice. Yeah, so that's just a sweetener. You have a lot of... So you got water, you got vinegar, you got pineapple juice. And is there orange juice? Orange juice also. Oh no, sorry, it's regular pineapple. I'm not getting pineapple in this at all. But, or orange juice really. Definitely the fatalities and the maple syrup, I think, are the two main flavors. A little traces of habanero here and there. Mostly it's fatality. And little back currents of the blueberry. Blueberry is just it. I really wish it was more forward. You look at this. It's blueberry maple habanero. Okay, fatali as the first ingredient is not listed here for some reason, but fatali is definitely before any of those, except for maybe the maple. Blueberry is way far back in this. So if you're going to say it by flavor, you might say it's a maple fatali, and then everything else, and then whatever else. But it changes complexity based on what you put it on, and that's kind of fun. I mean, I think that adds to the novelty. It adds to not getting tired of the sauce. You know, I burned through a lot of this. Were this a thicker sauce, I think flexibility is higher. I would have probably preferred it a little bit more. As it is definitely the best thing I've had from Hell's Kitchen by a lot. And it's a really fun sauce. So definitely if you like fatalis, if you like maple with hot sauces, if you like maple in general, with the sort of fruity vibe to it, maybe a little bit blueberry forward, but just kind of an overall fruity vibe, this is a good one to pick up. Again, the nomenclature of it I find really bizarre. I don't know why they called it pepper pastry. Pastry is definitely a baked good. And where that would apply to something that's very liquidy and comes in a bottle, I have no idea. But there you go. That was the Hell's Kitchen Pepper Pastry Hot Sauce.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.